Hi, my name is Katrina Francesco. Please forgive my lack of pictures. I don't tend to take very many, and so you will be treated to a picture of me in the background during my 27th birthday with my sister's daughter and boyfriend in the foreground. I am 27 years old, I live in North Pole outside of Fairbanks, and I am a freshman anthropology major. My sister, niece, mother, and father all live in and around Fairbanks, though all of my extended family lives elsewhere, most of those in Hawaii. Typically, most of them don't tend to visit us. Everyone is leery of Alaska. I, however, love it here. I grew up as an Air Force brat. We were stationed at Elmendorf Air Force Base, which is near Anchorage, when I was 5. We moved up to Fairbanks when I was 12, and my father retired here. I've never really wanted to move, and so I haven't. Despite my love of Alaska, I am not the world's most outdoorsy person. While I enjoy tent camping, I am more of an indoorsy person. I like to read, write, and occasionally draw, as well as play video games when I have time to waste. I very much enjoy dabbling in theory crafting for those video games, which is about when people's eyes start glazing over when I talk about my hobbies. I will spare you the details. I am taking this class for my anthropology major, and also because I might eventually wind up aiming for a career that places me in Alaska. 2, I have had few experiences within my workplace between an older Native Alaskan coworker and other white coworkers. There have been several misunderstandings. At one point, each individual tended to come to me to complain when the issues were going on, and it was interesting hearing both sides of the story. The Native Alaskan coworker thought the issue stemmed from cultural differences, while the white coworker insisted it was not cultural, that she'd never had such a problem with other Native Alaskans before. It should be noted that I'm fairly sure my Native Alaskan coworker is not from the same group as the individuals the white coworker knows, but the issue is neither here nor there except as a reason why I am fascinated with culture and anthropology in general. It is because of my full-time work that I am taking this class online. It's hard for me to go to class right after or in the middle of my working day, and so whenever I am able to take an online class, I do. It's much easier for me to read and write on my own than in a classroom setting where I might tend to zone out for a few minutes at a time as I decompress from the workday. Now, what role should anthropology play in Native cultures of Alaska? That's a complicated question. What the article demonstrates to me is that there's no easy answer. You have examples like Crossroads of Continents, Cultures of Siberia and Alaska, and the Alaska Native Heritage Center, where there was good to be taken out of it. Yet in the introduction of the article, there was ample evidence that anthropologists coming into cultures alien to their own have behaved in ways that come across as negative and demeaning. Certainly, while anthropologists of modern day want to be better than that and do good work, there is always going to be a chance for there to be negative outcomes. Even with the examples I gave of good to come out of heritage projects, there are still complications. The article itself cautioned that there is no telling what will come out of these projects, though he did call them, quote, hopeful coalitions, end quote. There was a sentence in the middle that, to me, really captured this. Quote, Native Alaska is caught up in a local global constellation of forces that can be roughly characterized as post-1960s neo-indigenous and corporate multicultural, end quote. So I guess, overall, to me, anthropology's role in Native cultures of Alaska should be dynamic and responsive, catering to encouraging cultural heritage while also, ideally, retrieving information that will help those cultures retain their own identity even as they are forced up against U.S. and state laws and culture. I am not admittedly very knowledgeable about these cultures. What I know is piecemeal and hugely incomplete, but I would like to learn, and that's why I'm here.